It's been another day of bloodletting on global stock markets, with investors shaken by the plunging price of oil. The Australian market shed another 1.5% today. It's now lost more than $100 billion in value in the past 2 weeks. Andrew Robertson reports.
Oil plunging to less than $30 a barrel might be making it cheaper to fill up the car, but it's the last thing already nervous stock markets needed.
When markets are already quite jittery and they start to see red ink, even just in the energy sector, unfortunately there does tend to be that flow-on effect into the rest of the market.
And flow on it did. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones index lost another 2% this morning. It's now down 7.3% in 2016, its worst start to a year on record. The Australian market has fared just as poorly. The All Ordinaries index has lost 7.2% in 2016 and is back to where it was 10 years ago.
China, the major driver of the world's growth over the last decade, let alone Australia's, is running into trickier and trickier territory, and markets are playing catch-up to that.
This hasn't been felt outside the market yet in the real economy. Chris Richardson believes Australians have a big advantage over some other countries in that 2/3 of their wealth is in housing, not stocks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
those prices may be in the process of no longer going up, but they have risen magnificently. So the average Australian, their wealth is substantially better off.
But people's superannuation is not better off, and with more than half the average balanced fund invested in shares, 2016 is shaping up as a tough year. According to Ratings House Super Ratings, balanced funds have already lost 3% just a fortnight into the year.
The worst thing you can do is make emotional decisions based on all the headlines. You really want to delve deep and make sure you're doing the best for you and your family in the long term.
And being a long-term investment, superannuation will have good and bad years along the way. The last negative one was in 2011. Andrew Robertson, ABC News.